feature contest, a no disqualification match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Houston, Texas, Booker T.
Sunday, July the 13th, TNA debuts in the hometown of Booker T, Houston, Texas, with our Victory Road pay-per-view to be headlined by this man as the challenger as he vies for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship belt, currently in the possession of Samoa Joe. But tonight here on Impact, no disqualification. Main event matchup, Booker T set to square off against Big Sexy.
And his opponent from Detroit, Michigan, Big Sexy, Kevin Nash.
The veteran, the voice of experience, Kevin Nash, is here to prove a point to the world champion, Samoa Joe. This is the teacher trying to show the student a lesson, Don West.
Well, the lesson he's trying to teach him is you've got to be able to win mentally. And it's not all about being physical, which he believes that that's how Samoa Joe is. He's trying to teach him that you've got to get into the mind of your opponent. You've got to figure out a way to find his weakness, use your brain, and then get the pin in that way. Kevin Nash is going to rely on a lot of years of experience when he takes on Booker T right now. But Mike, how about Booker T? I mean, think about it. He's already got the mindset of a champion right now. We saw his locker room. He's already fixed it up. He's planning on staying there for a while.
And he gets the opportunity, Don, to have the TNA World Heavyweight Championship belt to go with the World Champions locker room upcoming at Victory Road. You talk about that home field advantage at Victory Road in Booker T's backyard of Houston, Texas. That has to be a huge edge in the world title match against Samoa Joe.
And think about Samoa Joe. I mean, basically, in his mind, everybody's telling him he can't beat Booker T. And Booker T's just got too much of a mental edge. Well, we heard him. He said he was going to come down ringside. We'll see if he does, because he is definitely going to be wanting to watch intently what goes on in this matchup between Nash and Booker T.
I love the preemptive move by TNA management and Jim Cornette, making this Impact main event a no disqualification match. I think in anticipation of how this thing could break down, let's just turn them loose.
Well, I like that too. And you wonder whose hands that plays into. Does that play into Kevin Nash's, or does that play into Booker T's? Like, I don't know. We'll just have to watch and see, but that's definitely a stipulation. And here comes the world champion, and he's got a chair with him.
Oh, he told us that he would be sitting ringside for this Impact main event, and here comes the champ right down the ramp. He's got the steel chair, going to position it down at the bottom of the ramp, pull up that ringside seat, and let's see if Kevin Nash can teach Samoa Joe a lesson. You talked about strategy involved in this match. I mean, any match that has Kevin Nash in it, you have to feel like his opponent is going to try and work on those very fragile knees.
Well, Samoa Joe pointed it out earlier when he came in and was talking with Kevin Nash, you know, making comments about all the different knee surgeries and what was he going to do. Kevin Nash knows that's his weakness. There's one thing about that. He understands that that's where people are going to go. But look at that upper body. I mean, anybody that denies that Kevin Nash hasn't been working out, preparing himself, every week it just seems like he gets better and better shape. And look at that. He just clotheslines Booker T right out of the ring.
That's the power game from Big Sexy Kevin Nash. The clothesline takes Booker T, and you're right, Don, sends him all the way over the top down to the floor. Nash out on the floor to follow up the edge that he has. Booker T sent first into the ring apron, and now Nash takes him and drives him shoulder first right into that steel post.
Now, we've been talking so much about Kevin Nash and the different things that he's been telling Samoa Joe and playing mind games with him, like Booker T. But you know what? Samoa Joe right now, I think, is showing Kevin Nash he can play mind games too. I mean, look at this. He's got Kevin Nash so fired up. He's already dominating this match against Booker T. You've got to give Joe credit. He does know how to get into the mind of an opponent. Look what he's doing to Kevin Nash.
You saw the eye contact that was made between the teacher and the student as Kevin Nash and Samoa Joe looked at each other while Nash continues to take the offense to Booker T, and power move again from Nash. Takes Booker and then just slams him back first right against the side of the ring.
Oh, using that upper body strength to the maximum right now. One thing about Samoa Joe, yeah, he may have a smirky look on his face a little bit when it comes to all this, but you know he is watching and studying and putting everything in that memory bank. everything. Because on July 13th, he's got to prove to the world that he can beat Booker T. It's not a matter of proving it to Kevin Nash or himself. He's got to prove it to the world.
And as Nash tries to make his way back inside the ring, Booker T immediately cuts him off. Didn't even allow Nash to get back in. Booker on the offensive. Joe looks on. Series of shots. We need to take a commercial break. Don't go anywhere. No disqualification. Main event. More when we return. And we are back with the continuation of our Impact main event, as Nash has just been dominating this match now for the past several minutes, and there goes Booker right into the steel steps.
Well, I hope the student's taking notes, because the teacher is giving a lesson right now on how you beat Booker T mentally and physically. He's combining everything. Been able to keep those knees out of play. Booker T, I don't care what your strategy is. You don't have a strategy when you're getting your bell rung every 2 seconds like Kevin Nash is doing to Booker T. Look at him steal step shots.
Kevin Nash all over him like that full court press. Follow-up move. Big shot with the right hand, directed to the side of the head of Booker, who now rolls back inside the ring to try and avoid more punishment from Big Kevin Nash.
Look at that look on Joe's face. It's changed. It went from, wait a minute, oh, very close.
Do you see the respect level in Joe's face rising? That's what I see.
He's now looking intently on what Nash is doing. And look at this. Nash going 3 straight times for the pin. Booker T able to kick out every time, but look at Kevin Nash look over at Joe. Kind of that, see? Look at this. Total domination right here.
Yeah, this is how it's done, Samoa Joe. Nash going to take Booker and almost bring him back up to his feet here.
Look at
short arm, clothesline, miss, and Booker fights back with the kick.
Wow, Mike, sometimes you think someone's so hurt so bad, and I think Booker T realized that Nash thought he was hurt that bad, and he was able to just wait for his moment, and when he had it, he brought that kick right up to Nash, and he caught Nash unaware.
Booker puts the boots to Kevin Nash. Brutal shot right to the chest. Follows up with another one. And a third shot with the boot, to the point where Nash going to try and roll out of the way. Try and get outside here and stop Booker from this big comeback. But, oh, knife edge chop to the chest. And Booker takes Nash hair first right back into the steel.
Well, you could see Kevin Nash crumple to the ground. And you got to wonder what's going through his mind. I mean, it was total domination, and now he's looking up at Booker T, and he's going to have to find a way to get his bearings and get this thing turned around as Booker T puts his head right in the steel steps.
And he now approaches Samoa Joe and says, "Give me the chair."
Oh, look at these guys face off July 13th. They're going to have a chance to do it for real for the World Heavyweight Championship. Referee Earl Hebner now getting Booker T over.
No, look at that.
He just pushed the champion off the chair.
Oh, God.
He creamed him.
He just cracked him right over the head with the steel chair. He just knocked out the TNA World Champ, Samoa Joe.
I mean, Samoa Joe got blindsided when he went to sit back down. Booker T went right over, pulled the chair again in one motion, nailed the champion with the chair shot on the head, and now look at him rain down the blows on Nash.
Series of punches, rights and lefts from Booker, and takes his leg and in the form of a leg lariat is just able to overpower Kevin Nash. Big powerful move, steel chair in the hands of Booker T. Remember, this is no disqualification.
There's nothing referee Earl Hebner can do. The chair is in play. Oh, what a shot to the back of Kevin Nash by Booker T.
Hit him in the midsection several times with the chair before taking the steel and nailing him in the back. Rolls him over, hooks the far leg, and referee Hebner down for just 2. Wow.
Little nonchalant right there by Booker T. A little nonchalant. Didn't put full weight
again
on.
With the chair right to the head.
Wow, Kevin went right into that.
And here comes Joe sliding into the ring, and now Samoa Joe with the right hands for Booker T.
Man, this is just about getting revenge for that chair shot now. He doesn't even care what's happening to Kevin Nash. And look at him bring that knee right up into the jaw. And that's the Samoa Joe that Booker T is going to be facing on July 13th at Victory Road in Houston, Texas.
Oh, the intimidation there by Samoa Joe towards referee Earl Hebner as he waits and Booker gets up to his feet. And wait a minute, he went for that side thrust kick, but instead of getting Booker T, he just nailed Kevin Nash.
I don't think Kevin Nash realized what was going on. 1, 2, 3. Booker T with the win.
Your winner, Booker T.
Miscommunication between Samoa Joe and Kevin Nash. And look how thrilled Booker T is, pointing to his head like I know that I'm in the head, I'm in the mind of the TNA World Heavyweight Champ.
I mean, mind games, Booker T 1, Samoa Joe and Kevin Nash 0. Miscommunication, Joe trying to finish him off, Nash getting up, trying to get back into the match, and Booker T was perfectly placed, got out of the way, and look what happened.
And now, Kevin Nash turns Joe around and gets right in his face, but oh, Joe pushed him back.
Booker T loving every minute of it. And you can see the security pulling Kevin Nash away. Now they're going after Joe. Let's break these two apart. Oh, that's just broken down between the two of them. Look how mad Kevin Nash is.
Security tries to separate him. Booker T's absolutely